It's running and it's...
It's so smooth and quiet that you can't currently hear it. Shall I try it again? Hello everyone and welcome to another episode on the Autoalex V2 channel. I'm Taylor Hetherington and you join us at my unit in Hertfordshire. And today is a very special day because we're going to see a very special car with a very special story that we might potentially be buying all the way in Great Yarmouth. So join us on this journey. Let's go and see what it's all about. Oh, me back. So after a 2-hour drive, we've arrived here in Great Yarmouth, but I'm joined here by John King. Now John's going to tell us a bit of a story about the car behind us in the garage, but we're going to have a look at now. This is a very, very special car, and I've been very excited about this because I heard about this about 2 weeks ago now. And yeah, I've been very, very excited to come down and see it. So John, should we get the cover off?
Yep.
We'll have a look at it and you can tell us a few stories about it.
Yeah, I've been told what not to say about it, so
Are you ready? Oh, I'm so excited. Are you ready? Oh, look at this. Johnny Smith, barn finds, eat your heart out. So this is a BMW E28 528i manual, badged as a 528IS. They didn't actually do a 528IS in the UK. So this is a, sort of a bit of a rep sort of thing, but it's quite modified. And John, what can you tell us about this car?
So my friend bought this as an automatic because he just wanted a cheap BMW. And I think it's 200 quid he bought this for.
Really? So this was bought by your best mate Johnny back in 2001.
Yeah.
So a long old time ago now. And he took this car everywhere, you say?
Oh God, yeah. So it'd go to Le Mans every year, go to Nürburgring.
Yeah, we
favourite.
love the Nürburgring.
I'm pretty sure it is this one that he actually took a little trip around Europe with as well.
Really?
He had a more modern 5 Series E39 that he definitely went around Europe with. But yeah, he loved this car.
Now, I was contacted by John through Instagram, offered this car. It's currently owned by Johnny's mum, Pat. Unfortunately, Johnny passed away in 2016 and Pat wanted to find a good home for this car. She wants to sell it. And here I am. I'm here to potentially give this car a new home. Well, I say potentially. Look at it. I've already made the decision. But we're going to have a look at it. We're going to do a walk around, tell some stories about it, have a look at its condition, what it needs, and potentially see if we can get it running today. We've got some paperwork that Pat has given me for the car. We've got loads of service history. We've got a blue logbook, which I haven't seen for years. I can't remember the last time I saw a blue logbook. These were, they got rid of these back in 2015, I want to say, something like that, and reissued everyone with red ones. So this is a very old logbook. But one thing that we do have, which is very cool, is a copy of Total BMW magazine from 2005. And in this magazine, a full feature on this very car. It's actually got photos as well of Johnny driving the car. It tells you all about the modifications that he did to the car, the interior, the exterior, the wheels, the suspension, absolutely everything. And it's a really, really nice feature. So that's so cool. It's just an amazing piece of history that adds to the story of this car. We've got loads more service history with actual photos of what looked like when he rebuilt the engine on it. Did you do an engine rebuild or?
It's had a few engine rebuilds. At one stage, at one stage, Rusty and Johnny were looking, well, they tried building a square engine for it.
Really?
And when they actually built it up and everything, Johnny just didn't like the performance it came from it, so he put it back to how it was. As far as I know, it's been polished and ported.
Okay.
I think there might be a different cam in there as well. All of his cars got definitely used.
That's good though.
Definitely.
That's what they're made for. They're made to make great memories, have fun in, and just enjoy. And I think half of the enjoyment is working on them and building them to how you like them.
Yeah.
And then going out with your mates, going on road trips, and just having a laugh with them. I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? It looks fantastic. Speaking of which, shall we get it out and have a look around it and get a better look at it outside?
You just want to look at the wheels even more.
I just want to look at the car. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Before we find out if Taylor can get that E28 started, a reminder from me that if you want to buy yourself a used car, van or motorbike, make sure you run a CarVertical report on it first to ensure it's not being crashed, stolen or clocked. If we take this 125cc KTM Duke that actually belongs to Rory as an example, and that you will see on the channel very soon, you can see that we've got green ticks for odometer and finance, but an amber warning for damage. So let's scroll down a little bit, and you can see that in 2014, this was a category D write-off, which is why Rory managed to get this very cheaply. And now for another example of a bad CarVertical report, check out this Mazda MX-5 Mark II. We can see that we've got an amber warning for odometer and damage. So let's have a little scroll down, open up the pictures. The car seems to not be in too bad a condition. You can see that it's had a teeny little accident on the front quarter. And if we scroll down even further, you can see that the mileage has been rolled back at some point from 75,000 miles to 52,000 miles. So not only has this got a mileage rollback, it's also been written off Category S repairable structural. So all is not lost, but if the seller is telling you that this car has got a clean history, you know because of CarVertical that that's a big fat lie. So again, please do yourselves a favor when buying a used car, van or motorbike, run a CarVertical report on it first. What's more, you will get a massive 20% off using the code V2. Anyway, back to the E28.
So what can you tell me about the exterior of this then, John? So obviously you say it's been painted.
Yeah.
I can see it's got what looks like an M-Tech spoiler on it. It's got a Nürburgring sticker on the boot lid, which is very cool. But what else? So I'm assuming the wheels he put on it as well.
Yeah.
It's also got the M5 over arches as well.
Yeah, so all of the body kit, it came as standard, just really basic.
Okay.
The split rims he sourced and was dead chuffed on those.
Yeah. So this car has been sat in here for 8 years.
Yeah.
Has it sat in there since he passed, or was it put in here for a reason?
So he'd not stopped using it, but it was turning into his Sunday best car and go on Le Mans trips.
Yeah.
Nürburgring trips.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to get Luke over. We're going to pop a battery on it, have a look at it and see if we can get it started. All looks really clean in here actually. I've noticed the 6-branch stainless steel manifold, which is really cool. A Fritz bit strut bar. I've been told by John that it's been cammed and it's had a few other little bits and bobs. Got port and polish head, as he said. We've got a spare battery. We're going to put a new battery on it. We're going to check the levels and we're going to see if it fires up.
Fingers crossed.
What do you reckon?
Well, I'm hoping so, because if it starts, I don't have to push it onto the trailer.
That's a good point. That is a good
fingers
point.
crossed.
And it does look like it's going to rain in a minute. So
Yeah,
let's
I'm going
crack on.
Because if I have to push it onto the trailer, my bottom will be out again.
Ready?
Yeah.
Connected. Right, should we check the oil?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Have you got a cloth?
Oh.
What have you just?
I think we might have a head gasket issue.
Oh heavens! Oh, oh!
mayonnaise
I could dip
in
my
there.
chips in that.
We may
Now,
or may not have a head gasket
It might
issue.
just be condensation from where it's been started and stopped many times.
There's no coolant in it.
There's no coolant in it. I'm sure it could still be condensation.
Should we get a cloth and wipe that and double check it? Because there is a lot of mayonnaise in there.
Yes. Would you like me to go to the car and get one?
Yes, please.
I'll be back momentarily.
My trusty assistant. Right, I'm going
We're going to de-mayonnaise it.
Because Luke came along with the bandages out of my first aid kit.
They've all come apart.
Ridiculous.
It was all we had. Because somebody's not prepared. It's probably meant to be my job.
There's a lot.
Oh heavens.
There's a lot.
It's all mayo.
It is a lot. It is still quite an oily consistency to it, so I don't think there's...
Yeah.
I think we should try and start it.
Yeah.
You obviously need to head
Does this
gasket.
happen when Johnny Smith does this?
No.
Oh. Did you think he sends a team to service the car before he goes?
Oh yeah, of course he does. It's all made up.
He's got a fluffer like you.
Yeah, he's got a fluffer. He does a full engine rebuild and all that, and then pretends like
it miraculously starts after 8 years. Yeah.
But anyway, there's still quite an oily consistency to that.
Yeah.
I'd like to try and get it started. We won't run it for long. It'll
No.
literally just be to put it on the trailer, but it'd be nice to see if it actually
It'd be nice
runs.
to see if it will do going.
So, shall I try it?
Well, it'd be rude not to.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Do we think it might be seized?
It does. It sounds like something's happening, but it sounds like it's meeting what I would call resistance.
Yes. I think where it's got coolant in the oil and then sat there, it's probably seized. One cool thing though, it has done 204,000 miles, which I really like. It's really cool that, but it now does need an engine.
What would have been a good line there is to say, this has done 204,000 miles, but you wouldn't know because it runs like a sewing machine. However,
You can't.
it's not. It's running and it's.
It's so smooth and quiet that you can't currently hear it. Shall I try it again?
That's the rear wheel skidding.
Yes.
Oh, it's. There you go. You've done it. You've done it.
Oh,
You freed it.
Freed the engine off.
Jump back on, or do you want to try the battery?
I'll try the battery.
Make sure it's not in gear still.
No.
No.
Let's try it again. See if we can get a rotation out of it. Because it did turn. Oh, look. Yeah, it's turning. It gets to a point and then stops. It's there. Keep trying to hit that. Let's get it past that bit.
Oh,
Yeah. It's freaking
Yeah.
off.
let it all come all the way down.
It is free.
Oh, that's free now.
Oh.
That's very free.
Right, let's pull it back forwards to where
Yeah.
it was. Oh. Right.
Yeah.
You connect the jump pack.
Okay.
I'm going to take it out of gear.
Right. Ready when you are, Captain.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Wow. On the button. That was literally seized, and now it's on the button. It doesn't even sound bad.
That was on the button.
Listen to that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Fair play. That's amazing. So the E28 is now loaded on the trailer. It got under its own power, which is amazing. The fact that 20 minutes ago it was literally seized. John got a bit emotional, but the car's in the right hands. I'm going to get it back on the road, and I would love for you to see it again.
Yeah.
I think the worst part would be for you never to see this car again, and I want you to enjoy it again and be able to experience it again and keep it in the family, because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We are a family of car enthusiasts, and that's what it's all about. Right, so the E28 is back at the unit. We've had a good look at it. It needs a lot of work, there's no doubting that. We're gonna get it on the ramp next time. We're gonna have a look at the rust on the rears of the sills around the rear of the subframe. We're gonna have a look at the engine. I'm hoping we might get away with a top end engine rebuild. If not, we might have to take the engine out and do a full engine rebuild on it. I'm not too sure yet. But hopefully it doesn't become a money pit. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the V2 channel and join us next time for more E28 adventures.